getting right up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that.
See it?
So there's somebody on the roof right there?
That's a shooter.
Just saying. He just ran from
That's a professional
over,
assassin.
where's my finger? Well, from over there.
See?
Ran in.
Right there.
And now he's right there. Just saying. Getting right up.
That is a professional assassin. What is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America, land of the free, home of the brave? If you're anything like me, you are very saddened and very pissed off today as we lost one of our great fellow patriots, Charlie Kirk. This was not just a regular deranged leftist lunatic. This was a professional assassin hit job. I could be wrong. I'm speculating, but I got a good feeling that's exactly what happened here. So that means there's money behind it, probably from Soros money, or somebody financed the assassination of Charlie Kirk today. It is so sad. It's getting crazy. We had 2 tragic events in a week. Yeah, can't express what I feel right now. How will we end this madness? I feel unsafe everywhere. Yep. First, the poor Ukrainian woman on a bus. And then Charlie Kirk. Shot in the neck while he's sitting there trying to have a conversation with people. Murdered in cold blood. And how does this start? How do we get here? Well, let me draw your attention back to this. This is a little bit long at 2 minutes, 20 seconds, but I feel the need that it has to all be seen. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it before, but we got to include this. Here we go.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Snoop Dogg.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, that last part there where you heard the gunshot is when some leftist idiot just randomly shot a guy because he was wearing a Trump hat. So you've seen that, right? This is not leadership. These are people that are supposed to be calming the waters. They're supposed to be tamping down on the rhetoric, the violent rhetoric. Some people look up to these people. I don't care about any of them, but some people do, and they take what they say to heart. This is how it started. This is how what happened in Nazi Germany. They made the Jews out to be people to be hated. They made them so that they were lower than humans, not even humans. They were evil, and it was backed up by the media and the propaganda, and it was put on blast. Rinse, repeat, 24/7. Every single channel, every single newspaper, all over the radio. They get every day the media gets their talking points handed down from people like her, and they sit there and read it word for word, verbatim, like they were parrots. They lie. They lie by omission. They cover things up. They do not report on any story that doesn't fit their narrative. And after you do this long enough, it causes violence. Crazy people will go out and commit violence. And, of course, these scumbags are going to blame Charlie Kirk. Listen to this, whoever the hell this guy is.
And lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the
awful thoughts and awful words. Such as? What awful thoughts, awful words? Do you notice they never tell you what they're talking about? Oh, it's illegal, it's unconstitutional, awful words, awful thoughts. Like what? Get a job, get married, have children, respect your country, be proud to be an American, go to work. That's his awful thoughts and words? Wow, man, these people, Jesus is going to come back one day, and I wouldn't want to be on their side. Posts like this, one from our once not really president. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. And people take that, they believe it, and they go out and they try to assassinate. They took a shot at Donald Trump. Again, I don't believe anything the media says about that. Quite funny how we know nothing about Thomas Crooks or that other guy, Rolf, or whatever his name is, isn't it? We don't know anything about it. We know more about the JFK assassination than we do about what happened to Trump. But this is the kind of rhetoric that causes this. And of course, the typical response from lefties is...
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Do you notice the trend in their looks? I mean, they're all a bunch of leftist goofballs. Look at this guy. What is this? What is this nonsense? Huh? What is that even supposed to be? This is, these people are angry, lefty, meth head commies. Well, allegedly. But they're dirty. They look dirty. I mean, tell me these people don't look dirty. All right, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Look at these people. They are all insane. Look at them cheering. Yay, yay. A 31-year-old married man with 2 small children was just assassinated on... it's so awesome. Yay. Wow. Unbelievable. And then they said, breaking! The suspect who shot Charlie Kirk, allegedly named Michael Mallison, is a registered Democrat in the state of Utah. And Luke Radowski over here, I don't know if you're familiar with him. If you know Tim Pool, he's on there all the time. He has a show. He asked, has this been confirmed? No, it has not. So it says here, emerging evidence, including a BBC report citing the FBI, indicates a shooter used a .308 Remington M700 from approximately 100 to 200 yards, a precision weapon, raising questions about the initial focus of an elderly detainee and the ongoing manhunt's focus on a more sophisticated killer, right? A more skilled assailant, a more skilled assassin. That's why I'm telling you, this is a professional. This was a professional hit job. And then, of course, you got people like JB Pritzker over here is going to say some nonsense.
My sympathy to Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously is, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether
for
it's
somebody.
political violence because I don't know who did it.
I don't know if
know
it's
they
political
seem to have
violence.
somebody in custody.
I
But I
don't know.
will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. You know.
Yeah, promoted by the likes of you and your ilk. But this time, yeah, I don't think that this is going to go the way that they thought it was. Because, yes, we the people are pissed. And I'm serious. This is not going to be covered up, swept under the rug, and move on to the next story. The left has, I'm just saying, buckle up and be careful. Keep your head on a swivel, because apparently they want to start a war of some sort. And there is Charlie Kirk, his beautiful wife, and his two beautiful small little babies. Look at that. Look at that. And the left is cheering this on. Yeah. So, as of Thursday, September 11, 2025, the shooter who killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University has not been apprehended. Suspect remains at large. 2 individuals were briefly taken into custody, but were later released after being cleared of involvement in the shooting. So, yeah, they have not found this shooter. Again, you can see him there, up on the roof. He's right there. That is what you call a sniper's nest. So this was not some rando. One of these idiots said, well, we don't know. It could have been a Trump supporter celebrating and firing his gun off. Thought I had that clip somewhere. I might have lost it. But yeah, this is just insanity, folks. Just insanity. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think that this was some Trump supporter celebrating and shooting his gun off and it just happened to hit Charlie Kirk in the neck? Or was this a professional hit job orchestrated by the left, paid for with Soros cash or some other source of dark leftist communist money? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think is going to be the outcome? Yeah, I don't know, guys. You know, I said I am very sad and I'm very, very pissed off. So, I'm going to have to wait and see what happens with this one. But anyway, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it out far and wide. Don't forget to sub up to my channel so we continue to help Donald J. Trump make America great again. And until next time, peace out, my fellow patriots. Peace out.